So there's this thing going around that Ignition is a good game with these specific settings. I looked at it, I did like 2 laps, and I wanted to make a video because there is something to this. Now, is that good or bad? I don't know. I guess, actually, I do know. We'll find out. But I just don't understand why this is a narrative where we're now trying to say Ignition is a good game. My PC is like freaking out. It already hates me even saying that it was a good game. Clearly. So, yeah. The settings, it's this for the difficulty. Champion difficulty, driving line off, steering assistance on medium, braking assistance on low, ABS on, spin recovery on, traction control on medium, transmission can be manual or automatic. So we're going to go with those settings. And we're going to race the 2021 cars because those are the better of the 2 years. And we're going to take my car to Phoenix, just a random track. Just for why not? These are the settings. Again, the fact that this is something even being discussed is so laughable. And we're going to get into this, and we're just going to see how this goes for certain tracks. I don't know. It's just weird. It just makes no sense to me why this is like a thing. Like, we're trying to push this narrative that this game is secretly good when it's never been good. Like, what is that? Like, what happened there? That's not a good thing there. So we're just gonna do some practice laps around the track. You know, simple, standard stuff. And the first thing I'm noticing, I noticed this right away. Actually, it may do it in this corner. I'm not really sure when it's gonna start doing it. Yeah, it is slowing down for me. I'm on the throttle, and the game is, like, cutting that throttle off. It's, like, these are dog shit assistant. Like, I'm on the throttle, and it's slowing me down. These assists are such bitch mode, baby mode shit. What is this? Why is this a thing being presented as good? I'm not able to drive the car at all. It's cutting the throttle off on the... This is garbage. This is the throttle, okay? This is the throttle. I'm mashing it. And it's like... it's assisting me through the corners. This is not an ideal NASCAR game. That's not an ideal NASCAR anything. When the game is babying you like this, and I can't go down here because the game, like, slows me down, so I guess I just have to stay on the racing surface, but still, at this track, and those assist combinations, it is awful. Absolutely awful. So, yeah, I do not understand why this is being pushed. I'm smashing the throttle, and it's not I'm gonna go into sweat mode here. I'm just gonna run a normal lap. Like, I'm gonna try my best to just get around this track with these assists to get a lap time, and then we're gonna go with my assists. That will be objectively millions. I'm being hyperbolic, but literally hundreds of times faster getting around the track than these assists. It is just trash. I'm gonna be as fair as I possibly can be with this. I'm not even gonna cut the track because even if that is any possibility of me losing time from there. So, yeah, we're just gonna see what this lap time brings us. I'm running like 27.0, so it's not 29s. I'm pretty sure, even without setup, with my settings, I think I could maybe run still a little bit quicker. But still, I should not, point is, I should not have the car slow down for me and brake for me and even turn for me through the corners. Like, it's so gross. It's so wrong. So the settings I typically would go with, and that seems to be kind of the standard, and again, this is just how I run it, but I usually will have all this off except for traction control. That's on high. That's it. That is literally what I use. So I was running, what, 29.6s? So we're going to see what I can do now. And again, this is me going into this game basically not really practicing. I literally have not played this since in months. I might have tested it out a tiny bit yesterday when I was hearing about all this stuff just because I was curious. So I really have not even like 30 minutes of extra playtime. So I'm going into this almost as rusty as a doornail. Yep, there we go. Just 3/10 quicker right there, so... Yeah, you can run without with very limited assistance to be faster. You can actually feel the car getting around the track a lot more. You can actually feel the back end of the car kind of stepping out. Just there's so much more feeling, sensation, and more reward for driving it. Now, obviously, I'm not used to driving without the ABS, because I always just find it really hard to find that balance on a controller with pressures and stuff. That's just more of a personal thing. But other than that, there's way, way more satisfaction than just driving around the car with my settings. And it just feels good. I honestly thought when I was practicing, my controller was like disconnecting. Because it would just cut my throttle input so much that it was just... I can't say it's unplayable, but this is baby mode shit. This is for like literal 5-year-olds. Because you can just smash the throttle and just be pretty much fine. Literally, probably me as a placenta could probably get around this track better. I mean, it's just sad. But this is not fun at all, being unable to drive the car how I want to. This is trash. That is literal trash. For someone that when I play a racing game, I don't want the game to handhold me in the throttle and the brakes. I don't want it to hold my hand through the freaking corner. No, that should not be like a standard. What are we fucking doing? What the coping for this game? Sure, online can be good. Maybe if like literally the stars align and everybody gets in the lobby at the same time and what, like, sure, it's stable, but you need this to go right, you need that to go right. You don't really have any power over what you can do for the lobby. You can't change the race length. You can't even really make it private unless you have like a certain amount of people. League racing's like dead. This game killed it. Like, what are we doing? Like, why on earth is this being a thing now? Where we're trying to make this game be good or act like it's good when it's not? Like, these settings aren't the magical elixir guide to being a good game. No, I don't care. There's another narrative. Like, the freaking, replay's good. It's like, well, I don't care. Good. I'm glad the replays are good. But that's not, like, the first thing I think of when I'm, like, when I was, like, 8 years old, I was thinking to myself when I was playing Thunder 04, gee, I wish freaking the replay system was good. That's not like what I was thinking of when I was getting that game. That's not even what I was thinking of when I was getting NASCAR 06 for Christmas. I was like, I hope that has good replay. No, I don't care. It's not the focus. I mean, if it works and it's functional and it gives you stuff, good. That's a thumbs up emoji. But I need more in a game than a fucking replay system. I don't care. Like, what? Like, kids these days, man, we are coping so hard for this game. That's so fucking sad. Why is this a thing? Like, next 2025 is going to probably be the year where everybody's going to be, like, reminiscing about the 550 package back in, like, 2020 and 2019. Like, we're one more year, and we're going to get like that, because if we're having reminiscence on this, then the 550 package is probably right around the corner. I'm calling it. All right, I just want to check I have, like, all my settings here right again. Champion AI, medium assist, braking on, low ABS on, spin recovery on, traction control medium. These settings are just gross. They're just absolutely just disgusting. I should not have the game handhold me to freaking drive, but we're gonna show more examples. Maybe Phoenix is just a stinky bad racetrack. I don't know. Let's go to New Hampshire. Let's just throw it off here.
We welcome you here to Loudon, New Hampshire for this weekend's Foxwoods Resort Casino 301. I'm Alex Hayden to run you through today's...
Yeah, that was good. That was a good transition. All of that was just good transition. Good game. The only thing I could maybe sometimes agree with is that, yeah, champion AI difficulty works for some tracks, so like that's good. But not this driving mod where it's like cutting the throttle off for you and shit. Because I'm on the gas, and it's like half throttle, half on, and like it doesn't know what it wants to be. I might as well just do this so there's like a freaking like thumb cam of sorts. Because when I get on the throttle, it's still cutting it off. That is me on the throttle fully, and it's still like cutting it off. So I'm not. If anything, this is just it just makes you slower and like yeah, the car is like really stable, but that's it. There's no fun nuance of driving it. This game has no fucking nuance. The fact I even had to make this video is just a joke. Full throttle. Okay, so there is a little bit of skill in it where you do have to let up the throttle, but it's literally congratulations. But that's not really fun to drive at all. I'm sorry, it's just when the game has to. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why is this a thing? Why is this a fucking thing to begin with? This should not be the standard of a game where the game is forcing you to be on the throttle and brake at a certain point, or it's cutting that off for you. When you're smashing the throttle and it's still like slowing you down or helping you turn, I don't know if it's just disgusting. Really nice job. I'm sure we actually race. Yeah, we'll probably be competitive, but just the driving, like this makes the driving aspect worse with these settings. None of this makes any damn sense. I'm on the throttle, and it's cutting it off in qualifying. Ew, that is disgusting. Qualified third. So, are we just gonna just effortlessly win with no competition? Like, I don't know. We're gonna find out. It's just everything is wrong with these settings. This does not make the game better. Even if it somehow did make it better, it's not gonna make the AI any better or worse when they, you know, go off the racing surface to make passes or do other weird stuff, or if a yellow comes down, like half the field are on lap 42 and the other ones are on lap 41, and then they all get trapped a lap down. There's no lucky dogs. The aspect of the pit strategies don't work. Like when I play a racing game, the last thing I want to think of is, hey, 15% races is all you can do because anything beyond that literally breaks. And also the AI have no concept of pit strategy, pit logic of any kind. So, yeah. I don't know what really to say right now. It's just, we're just going around the track. AI are not abhorrently awful, but this is the 21 cars. There's Kyle Busch going off track. That's interesting. I'm on the throttle, but it's still cutting me off. That's annoying. It just makes it harder than what it needs to be with these settings, because it makes you slower. So this really isn't that engaging. You know, going into this video or just trying these settings, I didn't think it would be this bad with the driving, where now it's just being on the throttle and using the brakes for me half the time. And that really pisses me off. And that's really the biggest problem. Because you can get it to drive however way you want, but that's not going to fix the AI. It's not going to fix the caution bugs or anything. It's not going to make this game better if the AI are fundamentally broken. And also, there's no mirror, because, you know, that's just an impossible thing we couldn't have ever had. It's just not humanly possible. Champion difficulty is good. I think this is the settings I normally use for this track anyway, so, yeah, champion difficulty works. Like, you're definitely given a challenge, you're just not running off with it, so there's that element to it. But it does not make the driving better. In fact, this makes it infinitely more awful. I've said the same points over and over again, but that's really like all there is to it. It's just another case of people just really hoping and just hoping for this game to be better than what it really is. And it's just pure desperation, and that's about as simple as it gets. It took us a little bit, but we're about to get the lead here. I mean, it was a little bit tough, but that's primarily champion difficulty, which works here. That's the other other thing with this game is just the difficulty imbalancing is radical. There's like, I think it's like 17 of the 36 tracks could be run on extreme, but then the other 19 could be on champion. So you're just gonna come across a lot of combos of it being annoying. I think I actually have a freaking chart. Yes, I'm not even being hyperbolic. I literally have a chart here of the ignition difficulty here. I'm gonna bring it up here on the screen. This is my ignition difficulty. Yeah, this is real. I had to make this. Extreme difficulty, ignition doable. Yes for extreme difficulty for Daytona. Yes for the road course. No for Homestead. Yes for Vegas. Yes for Phoenix. No for Atlanta. No for Bristol Dirt. Yes for Martinsville. Yes for Richmond. Yes for Dega. No for Kansas. No for Darlington. No for Dover. Yes for Coda. No for Charlotte. No for Charlotte, Nashville, Pocono, Pocono 2. Yes for Road America. No for Atlanta 2. No for New Hampshire. Yes for Watkins Glen. Yes for Indy Roval. No for Michigan. Yes for Daytona. No for Darlington. Yes for Richmond. And no for Bristol. And then the other repeating tracks would have those things be gone accordingly, like Phoenix and etc. So, yeah, had to write. This is what I had to do. This doesn't make it any better. It makes it it drives worse. I guess it drives better in the sense that, yeah, it's really stable, but you have no control when you brake or throttle, and it just takes all the manliness out of it, and it puts you in baby mode, and it's not fun. So this is just a joke, and when you really actually play test it and see for yourself with those settings, yeah, it does not make it any better. So this whole thing really should be just dead in the water, and this should not be actually taken seriously, and this shouldn't even be really a thing that has any tangible merit, because it's not really fun at all. It doesn't make the game better. It just driving miles so much freaking worse. Alright, let's put it back to these settings, and now that we tried some of the short tracks, let's just try a standard 1.5 miles and see what that's going to be like. So let's just go to, I guess the most quintessential 1.5 miles would probably be Charlotte. We'll try that. Good game, right? Can't see anything. It could be my PC, but yet again, this just adds to the narrative of this game just being like horrifically optimized for PC. So nothing new there. Yeah, it's still slowing down for me at the 1.5 miles, so that doesn't make it fun. That literally just makes it worse. So, do I need to keep doing more examples? Like, I think we get the picture now. Even at 1.5 miles, it will still kind of blip the throttle for you and slow you down, so yeah, I could probably go with my settings and run faster, so that doesn't work either. And the only thing that's good about it is, yeah, the car's stable. I like that, but maybe getting, I mean, maybe steering assist on medium would be fine, but the braking assistance, that's a hell no. That just kills it. It should not be slowing me down for me. Like, I should have that power. It's like as if you're driving on the road and someone else is stopping the brakes for you. Like, you don't want that. So yeah, I think I've gone through everything. I'm done. I got nothing else really to show. It's just gross.